Hi everyone, welcome to Tonic Live with me, Owain.
And me, Alison.
What is Tonic Live? If you haven't joined us before, it's live tutorials with Alison, and I go through your questions, suggestions, and everything else in the comments section. How to join in? There's a comment section on the live page. If you're watching live on Facebook, just write in the comments section, and I can see that on my phone here. Also, you can comment on YouTube, and we'll do our best to have a look there and comment there. We do a competition every week to win a chance to some of the dies which are used. And what we do is we draw them from the likes or comments. So usually it's just been the comments in the past, but today we'll include the likes. So drop us a like and a comment, just put them on there, and we draw one from random from either drop from the YouTube and the Facebook put together. So we put them all in a hat and draw them out before the next week's show. All right. So that's it. So today we're going to be doing a shaker card. So that's why Shake It Up is the name of the of the video. But there we go. You can see the shaker card here. You might be able to tell from a distance. I'll give it a bit of a shake on the close-up for Dan.
It's not moving. You're gonna have to
there it is.
tip it upside down.
Oh, there we go. We got some shake there. So due to the success and people who wanted to see acetate being used again, and if people asked about shaker cards, I've seen some in the office and they look great. Ali's gonna get involved in that and show us that today. All right. So take it away.
Just wait for it.
Oh.
Take it away.
Okay, so this is our shaker card. As you can see, I've put a little bit of glitter inside it, and I've got some punched hearts just in with the glitter. So what have we started with? Let's tell you what dies first. Now, I'm afraid I don't know the names of the dies because obviously they've been out for quite a while. They are the Affections range of dies. I'm not sure whether they all came in a set together or not, but I know a lot of you have already got the Affections dies at home. So what I've used is the outer shape to cut the squares. And what I've done with that, I've cut one in like a pale turquoise blue. Then I've used the outer shape again to cut one in a pale peach. And then with the peach one, I've used the inner shape. So we've cut the pattern on the outside. Then we've gone down to the next size dies. And we've got the outer edge again, which is cut the pale turquoise. We've again cut it into the cream, and we've used the inner die to cut the pattern out of the cream. So our next bit there is cutting the inner heart out of the two layers. So I'm just going to pop my glasses
Take them
off.
off. Remove the glasses. Get them off. Get your glasses off.
I'm just going to use a little bit of our funky glue.
Funky glue used on every tutorial that we've done so far, all lives. If you want to catch up, so if it's your first time watching a live and you want, what is this? Are there many more of these? When are we on, for instance? Well, this is on. The live shows, we're usually on Wednesday and a Friday. So the Wednesday, we do a Tonic Live about 3 p.m. where we do a tutorial where Alison goes through a bit of an in-depth tutorial, makes a card, so pretty much a card make. Then Friday at 4 p.m, just before you finish your week, we do a tea time with Tonic where we go through your cards, just have a bit of a chat through them. We do a bit of a technique. So we did some inking and folder work. You can look back, but all these videos are uploaded either on YouTube in a big playlist, or you can look them on the Facebook. There's a big playlist there as well, so you can watch them both there and just look back. There's some really old videos where the camera work is, not as polished as if you think this is polished.
It's a little bit more scary than this.
Yeah, maybe. But if
you want to giggle.
Yeah, some older videos, but lots of tutorials there. This is, I think, show 17, so plenty there. But yeah, today's the shaker card, and we'll title them all up so you'll be able to click through them and find out which is which as well.
Okay, so I'm just doing the same now with the outer shape. And my card base is actually, it was a scallop card base, but I didn't really want the scallops on it. So I cut it down to a 7-inch square. So, if you've got card bases and you think, I'd rather have a plain one, just chop the scallops off. And then it looks like you've got a completely different style of card. Because the reason I'm turning this around is because the outer border has got a little bit of a zigzag effect and the corners are a little bit different. So if you have got this die, then check your corners when you're doing it and putting it together.
Is that less of a sort of scalloped edge? It's more of a almost like serrated, isn't it? It's almost.
It looks to me like a postage stamp edge. You know where they perforate. That's what it reminds me of. Right, so pop those together. Put glue on there. Right, now I'm going to use, I've stuck the two together. They're 240 GSM, so I've got 480 by here. So it is a big ask in my machine. And obviously you are going to know your own machine. You're going to know whether 480 is too much for your machine. You should be able to do it even on a couple of run-throughs though. I think most of the machines, they recommend a maximum of 500 GSM going through the machine.
So our machine, I don't know, Ali can maybe bring it sort of in shot more when she does this. The tangerine, I mean, as I said, you know, waiting for it for weeks and weeks, or I mentioned it on the show, it's back now. So you should start seeing it throughout the trade. You know, it's available there. I think me and Dan had a play the other day with how thick we could do the card, and well, how thick was the card?
That was about a 350.
A 350 for, you know, a fairly simple.
It was a plain shaped
like,
die.
You know, that is thick. You know, it's a thick card.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you're not going to get your intricacy out of it. If you look at the back there, you can't see the grey edge as much as you would normally. But I'll give it a little try now.
If you want, I can push it to show the camera. Shall I show?
Yeah.
Just so you can see where we are.
So you can see the edge, and it is just pushing through. But if you look at it and you think that's really not cut, then pop it through your machine again. So I'm just going to take that off. It's got a little bit of sticky on it.
When die cutting, is there any sort of, there's no maximum times you should put it through a machine?
No.
You can just put it through as many times as you feel
None at all.
it needs to do it.
I got a little bit of sticky there. That's all I need the tangerine for. The tangerine, in my opinion, I have to be honest, is the best machine I've ever used. It comes with all your cutting mats. So you've got your cutting mat, your top plate, your embossing mat, and your... No, it hasn't cut through that bit. So I am going to run it through again.
Yeah. So run it through again. I'll do some highs, say hello to everyone. Elizabeth K says good afternoon. I think she was there, one of the first there. Amanda Davis says good afternoon everyone. Marie Craig, afternoon. Ruth Davis, hi all. Justine Fairmain, Cooey, hi Justine. Zena says good afternoon Owain and Alison. Look forward to your new demo and love watching every week. Thank you Zena. Amanda Davis says oh love these dies, the finished card. The flower is the beautiful blooms. It is the flower. We'll get to those and show you how Alison's done those. Andrea Dixon, hi all. Elaine says hi. Gillian Cool says good afternoon Owain and Alison. Just joined, can't wait to see you have in store for us today. Gina says love tonic dyes. Sue says hi both. And Donna Elizabeth Joy says hello everyone. Getting all shook up here in Cambridgeshire. so looking forward to everything you have for us today. Thanks guys. Lovely comments again as always. I think there's one on the YouTube. I think more people, sometimes people struggle to watch on Facebook for whatever reason. We find it best if you watch through the app there, but we're trying to, you know, if you do want to watch on YouTube, it's live on YouTube as well. So I'll have a look. We got here. Donna Joy says hi everyone. Only able to watch you on YouTube today. Looking forward to see you. Oh, it's in the way of the camera. See what everyone's been making. And George's Crafty Creation says hi from behind the camera. Ohio. There we go. Ohio.
Oh, hello.
Hi there. So yeah, I'm glad people are tuning on YouTube as well, and that's what it's there for. You know, if you can't watch it live on Facebook, like not everyone can, watch on YouTube. Same applies. We'll be there live at 3 PM every Wednesday, and Friday we're there at 4 PM as well. If you're first time joining us.
Okay, I've got a little bit of glue on the bottom, but I'm not going to worry too much because my flowers are going to cover that, and it's come off my sticky tape. I think I need some new ones. Okay, so that's all cut there. We got our aperture. So the next bit is my bit of acetate. So I've cut this acetate and it's just under the 4.5 inches because I wanted to sit inside my die cut.
Yeah. Did you cut that with scissors or did you cut it with the...
I cut it with the guillotine.
The guillotine.
With our Tim Holtz guillotine.
So you can grab... Just show the guillotine.
There we
I
are.
don't know if you've seen the guillotine before. It's the 160E. You can probably see it. If you watch any sort of crafting videos online, you probably see this guillotine poking up.
Yeah.
It's pretty widely used by stampers, crafters, scrapbookers, whatever. You see it out there. But yeah, Tim Holtz branded as well, guys. But yeah, 160E if you're looking for that. And if you hear me say a code, for instance, that's just if you Google it, you'll be able to find it online with that code. all Tonic products will have a code, whether it be E if it's a die or stamp, for instance, if it's a Nouveau product. So, but by Nouveau I mean crystal drops. You might have seen our crystal drops out there, or glitters, or pens. That'll be an N, so that'll be an N afterwards as well.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You got it? No,
I
no
thought I had
problem.
my scissors out.
I was just.
You were on a
rolling it
roll
off.
and I
just
didn't want to interrupt
didn't want to interrupt
you.
my flow.
Okay, so what I'm using now is the red line super sticky tape. And I'm going fairly close to the aperture. And the reason being for that is I wanted to hold fairly close in.
Is a tape better for acetate?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to use the funky glue on acetate because it just wouldn't hold it.
And we said before, the thicknesses of there. We're pretty sure it was microns. I think
it's
was what it was.
microns, but I don't know the thickness of this
if
one.
anybody does know, as we haven't done too many cards with acetate.
No.
We do bits and pieces, but anyone with experience of let us know either way. But yeah, this is more of a. You can see the thickness. I don't know on the camera, Dan. You can see the
It's
sort
not
of
the flimsy one. You get some that's quite flimsy, but it's not the heavy construction one either. It's a kind of in-betweeny one.
There we go.
So I've just popped that red line tape around that, and I'm just going to pop this acetate on.
Alison Turner joined us. Good afternoon, everyone. Justine says, yay, Alison Turner, you made it. So I guess Justine's told you about the show, and I hope you join in. Kim Ball says, hi, Owain and Alison. I love this show. It's my guilty pleasure. There's nothing guilty.
Don't feel guilty.
There's nothing guilty, Kim. You watch it on your boat and enjoy that. Kim's, she always sends pictures of her out on her boat on the loch. Or whatever she's telling us. And Kathy Glaze says, good morning from Eagle Lake, Florida. Yeah, we've seen Kathy joins us quite often as well. And the Cranky Crafter says, hi from Kent.
Lovely.
Hi.
Okay, so there's my acetate there. It's lovely to have all you people joining us.
Oh, it really is. I'll remind you again of me and Dan's a feature, which was we hope to fill the back wall with postcards for wherever you guys are from. So we give you the Tonic Studios address. Send it minimal postage. Just do a little message. Dan's included it in the description, the address. But we'd love to see a postcard from wherever you're from. So even like I say, I looked around Bridgend, and they do have them of Bridgend. I don't think anybody comes on the holiday to Bridgend. So if it's
Porth Cole, they do.
They come to, but I think
got a lot of
but Porth Cole have got.
They don't.
Cards. Try and find one from where you're from. If they do make a postcard, a souvenir shop, so then send us a postcard because we'd love to see them and love to stick them on the wall. It'd be so cool to see where all you guys have come from and on there. I think it'd be really cool.
Okay, I've got an anti-static bag that I'm going to wipe over the back of this. The only reason I do this is because if you don't, the static in the acetate will make the glitter stick to it. So I'm just going to wipe it over the centre of the heart, and then I'm going to wipe it off around the edges because I want to put my tape on there.
Where did you get this from?
Any craft shop.
Any craft shop.
If they the usual.
Any craft shop.
It's if you look at where they sell stamps, they will sell these acetate bags. Now this is the only name I know for this is foam on a roll. I don't know what else it's called.
I mean, it is descriptive.
The brand name, that is what it is. Foam on a roll.
I don't know anything else. So the one I've got here is about half. It's about 0.5 millimeters. No, 5 millimeters, half a centimeter by 2 millimeters. And as you can see, it's well used. It's getting a little bit.
Have you seen different thicknesses of?
There are different thicknesses. There's different height thicknesses and width thicknesses. But I like this one. I got to be honest, I like the sizing of it.
Well, it depends, but the depth that you get is how the depth of your card. So whatever you'd like to.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a deeper one, then buy a deeper roll. Now, the reason I like this rather than foam pads is because making a shaker card, you need this foam to be butted up, because if you've got any gaps in there, your glitter's going to go, and it's not going to stay in there. So make sure your edges are butted right up together and make sure it's pressed down. Because again, like I say, any little gaps and you'll have no glitter left. And again, I'm going fairly close to the aperture. I mean, this aperture could be anything. It doesn't have to be a heart. It could be a circle, it could be our Art Deco dies, it could be any of them.
Well, as we've seen on the Tonic Live chat page, which is the page related to this group, if first time watching again, there's a Tonic Live chat page, which is just a Facebook group where people who watch the show, you know, and other Tonicaholics, they just upload their pictures there and we go through them on a Friday.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, you know, if you guys have a play around with Acetate, see what you can come up with for the aperture in the middle.
Oh, definitely.
Love to see what you can do.
Okay, for the last bit now, I've cut it a little bit long. So I'm going to squeeze it in rather than cut it short. And as I'm looking at it now, I'm checking around to see if there's any holes. And there actually are. There's one on each corner and it's only tiny.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you see it there?
Yeah, I can see the gap.
So what I'm going to do is pop another little bit in each corner.
It's not always obvious because
It's tiny.
Because of the yellow tape over the top. It can look, unless you cut it straight, they're not going to butt up. So cut them, down, say vertical.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that one right over the edge. And again, because I've got the heart aperture, it means I've got a little bit extra card that you're not going to see on the edges. So there we are. There's all my holes now. Oh, and that one's going. That one hasn't.
Do a bit of extra.
So it's a little bit on each corner.
I say perfect to show.
Well, it's easier to do it now than when you find out later on. And like I say, all your glitter.
It was a shaker card, I promise.
Yeah.
It'd be like that going. There was glitter. I'm sure there was glitter in there. I'm sure there was.
And there's no glitter leaking from that one.
I said I saw my first shaker card last week, and
you were impressed.
I was impressed. I said I hadn't seen anything like that.
Okay, so I'm going to pop my little bits onto my card. It's easier to put them flat onto the card than it is to put them in there and sort of get the card on the back and things. I'd rather do it like this anyway. So what I've done, I've punched out some little hearts in the turquoise and also in cream, obviously because that's the colours I'm using. So they're in the middle. And we can get Owen to put a little bit of glitter on.
This isn't Tea Time Tonic Friday where I chip in. I'll do a bit
but you can.
You
can.
Could
on
you,
there?
Yeah.
That's all you need to put it
Just
on there. This is our aqua.
Say when.
Go on, you can put a bit more. There we are. That'll do.
I was going to just go for it.
You're going to put the lot down.
Is there a limit to how much is recommended?
You could put a little bit more. The reason I want to keep it right in the middle, because if you've got it going astray, it means that your tape is not going to stick as well.
So you're going to trap it in there.
I'm going to catch it inside.
Yeah.
Oops.
I'll just say hi to a few more people as well. Justine says, first of all, Amanda says, now I've sorted my storage for dyes. I have loads of acetate from Tonic dyes to use. There's loads in the acetate. Use them. Justine said, I will send you a postcard. Yours could be the first card. Justine, send one. Bang, sent. We'll put it there.
We'll make a map or something.
We'll try and make some sort of map. We'll do that. Rosalind Rowe says, hi all. Pamela from the Tonicaholics group says, oops, been off. Yeah, don't worry. If you missed anything, you can always watch from the start. It's uploaded pretty much immediately after this finishes. So you can watch from the start again if you missed any of the tutorial. Stay with us, just chat along, and then rewatch later on then. And Sharon says, hi everyone, always look forward to the demos. Thanks Sharon, hope you're enjoying.
Okay, so if you look at that now, you've got a little lump in the middle, but give it a shake, give it a tap. You've got a couple of hearts that are stuck, but there we are, they will all move around. My hearts have sort of...
Could you coat the hearts in maybe glitter or glue the...
yes, you could.
Red glittery hearts and then put them inside another colour.
Yeah.
Well done,
So there we are, there's our little shaker.
My crafty
part.
senses were tingling there.
They were, weren't they?
I'm starting to see, you do know, as you craft more, I don't know whether you... I'm pretty much from a complete beginner of not knowing any crafting at all. You start seeing, like, I think I came into your room when I first started, I was like trying to make a card, and it's just like heart die cut into a card. I was like, can't think of anything else. It was like, there's nothing else, I can't think. But now you're like, maybe you could...
And you could add this.
You start seeing stuff that you didn't see before, the potential for stuff to do, so it's cool.
So what I've done now, I've cut 2 of our large daisies. There's the die. It's a verso die, so if you didn't want the pattern cut into it, you would just use the outer edge. If you do want the pattern, then you pop it in after you've cut the outer edge. So this is one that I've shaped a little bit. And I'll just show you how I've shaped it. I'm just going to pop that over there a sec. So you can play with the shape of it if you want to. Keep it quiet.
Keep me quiet, yeah. With my rattle.
So I've taken my pokey tool, or my pick, or whatever you want to call it. And that's all I've done is curl the edges underneath. Could be a scissors you're using.
I think we did a similar technique on one of the tea times, didn't we? With the ball, the
yeah,
embossing
but I'm going to use
tool.
that next. Because
he's jumping ahead, Owain.
Yeah.
you are jumping ahead, Jack. Right, so I'm going to go round the centre.
I think you're going to go round the centre now, aren't you?
I am going to... You knew that bit, didn't you? So I'm going to take it round. As you can see, I don't know if you can see on there, that the petals kind of pop up a little bit.
Let me show you close up. There we go, guys. You can see.
There we are.
You get that flower sort of bowl shape there.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go right in the centre again, just to curl it. And something's rolled off, which I think is possibly my glue. Oh no, it's the lid. It's only the lid.
You're the lid,
It's the lid. So I've done that twice. So I've got a little bit of glue in the bottom. And I like to offset the petals just a little bit. So there's our large flower. Then I've taken our little, looks like a small daisy die. I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see that. And I've cut 5 of these in the peach colour.
There we go. Let me show you.
So what I've done with this, let me show you how I shaped them first. This one is easy. That's all I've done with this, is gone around the centre just to bring the edges up.
Why are you doing this on a foam?
Because it's softer. You can do it in the palm of your hand, but you'll find after a while the palm of your hand hurts.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing one
Through
flower,
to the other side.
it's fine. But if you've got a lot to do, it does hurt. We've got these flower shaping tools.
Yeah, they come part of the Floral Crafters toolkit.
Yeah, floral.
Which is 266E, I think.
266E, we're thinking that's the Floral Crafters toolkit. So yeah, they were built, in the intention for this type of work.
Yeah.
with and then we had the beautiful blooms come later as well.
We
Which
did 3 different versions of that tool, so you get thicker and smaller.
yeah,
Yeah, you get three tools like this with varying sizes. Yeah. You get a pair of tweezers. You get the mat.
I think that's it.
Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but
I mean, quite a lot of the time I use the smaller end. Before large flowers, I need the bigger end.
Yeah.
If you go round it with the large end, you get like an open cap. That's the only way I can describe it. If I go round it with the smaller end, it brings it in a little bit tighter. So it brings it more pointed.
Yeah.
So I've already done this one. And I'm just going to pop the two together with a little bit of funky glue.
Does it have to be a certain GSM for these sort of flowers? So
These
you
are
don't...
240. The thicker you go, they don't bend as well.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would notice. And sometimes you could cut these out of copy paper. If you put more layers on it, you can ink them, and they look just as effective.
Do you ever mix and match with the GSMs in a card?
Yeah. Yeah.
What would be what's an example of where you would do that for?
Well, I could have done it with this because I could have done the flowers.
You wanted a bit more of a delicate.
Paper. I could do them in vellum. If I wanted a really soft effect, they could just be a vellum bloom, and then I may want a heavier effect on a different flower.
Okay.
Because when you look at flowers, you have a bouquet, and some of them look like tissue paper, but others look quite heavy.
Yeah, yeah.
So that, it just depends on the effect I want. I've also cut, as you saw on my board, my magnet rather, I've used the swirl. Also comes in the Beautiful Bloom set. And I've tried to lay these out because they get tangled. And I've cut 2 in the turquoise and 2 in the cream. And it's just going to dress my card now. So I took one of the turquoise and one of the blue. Oops. And just overlaid them slightly. No, this is the one I want to put it on. So a little bit of funky glue again.
There we go. While Ali's gluing, which that tends to be the time I get a time to
It
chat.
does.
If I see the glue, that's my cue. I missed my cue.
Off you go.
I missed my glue then. I miss my
Never
glue.
mind about your queue. It's
I
your
know it's
glue.
my glue. Yeah, Mary Wilkie, looking forward to trying this. Thanks for the demo, Alison. Valerie Coleman, missed the beginning because Abby dropped me off in work for a coffee. Thought he was never going to leave long. We'll catch up later. Love the shaker card, Al. Yeah, just catch up later. All uploaded either on YouTube as well. So it's uploaded YouTube a little bit slower than it is on Facebook, but it'll all be there. Yeah, make sure to join in. Carl Shrive, hi from Scotland. Say Carl usually thinks she's watching on Facebook, but now she's watching on YouTube. That's great. We can go across. So maybe you're watching on both.
I hope that's
we
not
want
on
to
the
bump
big
our
screen.
viewership.
Oh.
Always want to bump our viewership up. We've got Victoria, one of our design teams. We'll get you on the DT yet, Owain. I'm improving week by week. I think. Diane Hudson says hello all. And then Kathy Glade says, what time is it in the UK now? Can't figure it out what time. I need to mark my calendar for Friday's show. Yeah, it can't be confusing for all that. So US, 26 minutes past exactly. It's a little tiny delay, but 3 o'clock. So I'm not sure what that would be for you in Florida.
The general rule of thumb that I use anyway is 4 hours behind, I think, on the East Coast. And then
Well, Florida's West Coast. I think it's like 8 hours, is it?
Yeah.
Around 8 hours behind?
East Coast.
We'll figure it out for you, Kathy.
Your geography is
I'm
good
going to
as
tell
mine.
you. Justine, yes, it's 4 p.m. It's only 10:26 a.m. This is a lovely morning crafting. This is easing you into the day. Yeah. And Tanya says, I will have to play catch up. Fell asleep on the sofa. Oh, that's fine on a day. It's like hopefully it's nice where you Tanya. Fancy a bit of that a bit later. Yeah.
It's sunny.
Sunny.
You're not going to believe it, but it's sunny.
It's been really nice. We had a really nice bank holiday. Hope everyone had a nice bank holiday. Pretty warm across the UK.
Yeah.
As far as we know. Yeah. So it's good when it does land on it. Usually bank holidays can be sometimes a bit of a letdown, especially if kids are going back to school. They need a final good time. Good summer to end. And Kathy says I think it's 5 hours. So yeah, it might be around 5 hours. Mine 8 as well. Over.
So let's hope it stays sunny all day for you. Okay, so I'm just going to pop the two of these onto the corner of my card. So I'm using the corner as a guideline where I'm putting the one swirl and then just letting it fall to the outside of the card. And then the other one then, I'll overlap the swirl. I mean, it may be you don't want a big swirl like this. So you could cut it down then if you wanted to. You could cut it about there and just make it smaller. So again, I'm holding it, the swirls are overlapping and just letting it fall towards the corner again.
It's not as tight as a shadow, is it?
I've left it a bit looser than that so that we can have a little bit of movement in the card. So then we've got our bloom, which goes in on top of the swirl. And then we've got the two little flowers that are going to go each side. And I did have another one, which is there. And they just tuck in underneath. Because I don't want them to look like they're really contrived there. So that's our card so far.
Let me show it closer.
Okay.
There's nothing that's going to...
No, there's nothing going to fall off. You're all right.
Oh, yeah. Looks there or thereabouts already, really. There we go. I like the colours you use as well. Huh? It's like sort of being a nice like baby or a card for a new baby or something.
It's quite summery cards, summery colours to me.
Well, I was thinking, a card for a nice card for a new baby, but then as you weren't saying, I thought maybe that's not.
Were you looking for confirmation?
No. I was like, that's not. You were gonna say that's not what it is at all. It's a wedding card. How dare you?
No, it could be colours for a baby. It really could be.
It just looks nice too, yeah.
But it could also be for any other occasion as well.
Yeah, with a heart is obviously
it could be
more
anything,
Valentine's.
Or... That's why I haven't put a sentiment on it. Now I've got a little bit of a blockage here, and I'm afraid it's gonna.
If you do ever have a blockage in your crystal drops, as they can, be standing up or for a reason you may not use a crystal drop for a long time, in between each or different colours. You just remove the nibs, so the nibs, come away, and you can, warm them under, gently wash them under wet, warm water, and 9 times out of 10 that'll clear the blockage then. So it's just, a little bit can get dry in the nib if they haven't been used in a while.
I've got a tiny bit of glitter. I can feel the glitter and it's gone hard.
We'd run to the tap otherwise, but I don't know. Dan's got stuff to do. Well, he hasn't got. He can't be.
I won't use
helping you out.
What do we have off the shelf?
Yeah, we just
And
use.
we'll have
mystery-
some cream. Oh, there we are. We got a
Another
I think
blue.
that you want something maybe a contrast in the
bit of
the
cream.
peach.
The cream.
Yeah,
The peach is
I
going to
like
be
that
on the centre flowers. This one's not going to work.
We haven't used
today.
these are back in the
They've been
from
sat
ages,
there.
sat there for ages.
And I haven't got a pin. Normally I would use a pin. But I've only got a pokey tool at the moment.
Finally's getting that ready. I don't know whether Dan can gently wash the top there of this one.
Okay.
Just pop out, just
No,
to clear the nib.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll find another.
This is the problem with being in a studio. When you're in a studio and you don't use
And it's
anything that's
warm in
behind you,
here.
we come up to the
It's all a
studio
sham.
once a week. I just thought I'd remind you guys while Dan's cleaning that's the is the tonic competition. So the tonic competition for a chance to win what we could give away. So we'll give away the crystal drop, the not the crystal drop that we just used then, but so we'll have a new crystal drop. A new crystal drop. We'll have the beautiful blooms that we'll be able to send out as a prize, and anything else that we've still got on the available for you then as this is the competition. So all you have to do to enter the competition is either write in the comments section, just saying hi, say where you're from, as we love to hear from you guys. Also, you can like as well. So today, we don't usually do that, but if you like. You put a like on the page on the video. Same as it applies to the YouTube. Put a comment or a like there.
Sorry, everyone I've picked is
they've been there since we started, so probably about like 4 or 5 weeks. So about a month since we used them. So I think Dan's trying to wash them there. Also, just a quick reminder about the postcard challenge that we were going to use. Taps aren't working apparently to wash it. So with it, but if it's that'll be alright.
We'll pop some drops on it.
We'll pop some drops on there and get that to finish it off nicely then. So have you got that?
There's the two. Ooh.
There's the two cards.
There's the two. One with, one without drops.
I always think this is a chance to see how close you got to the original card.
It's pretty good.
That's
Not
pretty.
bad.
I know. It's good.
Minus some technical faults.
Minus some technical faults. Lovely view to finish. But we'll show them on the close-up cam because sometimes it's difficult to see from a little further away. I'll give them both the shake. No leakage there.
Yeah, the desk is not covered.
This is the test. I'm not covered. It's usually what happens after these.
When your face is all twinkling.
Amanda says, "Oh yeah, what's happened? Why are you?
Have you been glittering today?
Where have you been on your lunch? Lunch hour?" there we go. No, yeah. So see them both there. We'll put a description of all the products we use. We'll find out about that die set as well, and you'll be able to make along. Let me just have a look at what we've got. It reminds me of a beach wedding. Yeah, that's a good one, Justine. Rosalind says, lovely card, Alison. Great demo. Amanda Davis says, seaside colours. Yeah, they are. It's good time of year for. I say we're so busy in Christmas now, and you see a lot of I know a lot of you on your Christmas cards. It's nice to see beachy summery card.
Grab hold of the last bit of summer now. Well, hopefully not the last bit.
Just grasp.
Keep hold of as much as we can.
Tanya Mahone says, don't you just love live TV?
Don't you just?
That is the fun part.
And I've used it this morning. That's what I made the card with this morning.
Well, I say, we'll make sure everything in the office is well tested in the studio for next time. Pam Moore, I'm at a caravan in Whitby, glorious weather, lovely cards. Thank you. Send us a postcard, Pam. If you are in Whitby, send us a postcard from Whitby. We'd love to see that. Ruth Davis loves the shaker card. M. Bannisters love the card. Tracy Chapman says, whoops, I've eaten far too many jelly beans whilst watching this beautiful card made. And then Kathy Glaze missed what kind of foam tape you use. So
it's foam on a roll. It's half a centimetre thick in width that way, and thickness wise there is about 2 mil, I would say. But if you've got a thicker one or you've got anything thinner, then use that by all means.
I'll read some comments from the YouTube as well. Cal's on there. Says, my daughter had been back in school for 2 weeks early. Go back early in Scotland. I think they do go back early. So you've had some peace, just to relax, just enjoy this.
Time to craft again.
Even when it's not so relaxing for us, you just our lives relax. Cal says, gorgeous card, Alison. And Crafty Crafter says, looks really pretty. Thank you very much. Really enjoy you commenting on there. And Anne Conron says, beautiful, Alison. You both make a great team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ali does the work. I just do the chat. I just all the chat. But once again, this Tonic Live today. So the competition winner, so we announced last week's winner from Tonic Live, and we picked that, and that was Alison Edwards. So Alison Edwards dropped...
Well done, Alison.
Well done, Alison. Drop me a message either in the Crafty Owain, so that's my Facebook page. Let me know your address, or message the Tonic Studios page direct, and what I'll do, just include your address then, and we'll let you know what won. And I think there was the Twisted Veranda die set that you've won there, so congratulations. And that is pretty much it. What we're going to say, we'll go through the social media for you now. But if you haven't joined our Tonic Live chat page, that's just a page where you can upload your cards and upload all your creations. Just share them with each other. We love to see them, and we have a look all week. But upload them there. Tonic Live chat page, that's in the description. So make sure you join. We'll accept you. If you apply to join that group. But I think Dan's going to show the social media what we got here. So Facebook page. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't seen our Facebook before, just go on our Facebook page and like it there. You'll get updates on when we're live. And all of our launches and Create and Craft. This is the Pinterest, all our inspirations up there. So for every launch, all our pins are up. We've pinned pretty much every card that's made by the design team, Alison and friends. all of them there. Victoria, you saw on the chat there, she makes quite a few cards as well. We've got the Instagram, some of our best cards uploaded on the Instagram. Yeah, they always look quite good on Instagram, and I know plenty of you are on there already. Enjoy sharing your cards on there. Got the YouTube channel. So yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, have a go over to the YouTube, because there's you've got plenty of the playlists with all these videos, all our Tonic Lives on there, and subscribe as well, because they let you know when there's updates. Because it's not just the live shows. There's all tutorials done by Dawney, done by Mandy, done by lots of the girls who've done tutorials on there. And the Twitter finally. So that just updates pretty much when our launches are, when we're going to be live on Create and Craft, so you guys can stay up to date. So that's pretty much it for this week. We're back on Friday for Tea Time with Tonic. That's at 4 p.m. So join us then. Upload your cards to the Tonic Live chat page, and we'll catch up there.
Postcards on Friday.
Yeah, and if we get any postcards arrive yet, we'll show some of those and read them out on Friday for you. But been great. Sorry about this at the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope we can see a few of these shaker cards. We'd love to see them on there. So see you Friday from me and Alison. See you soon, guys.
Bye.